Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Football Manager 2011. Welcome to the first part of the Porto game in the Champions League. As you'll know, it is now October, and that means it's time for our annual monthly roundup with the awards and all that. Training report, don't really look at these. Steven Gerrard is always in the failed to impress in training. Getting old, isn't he? Yeah, look, he's 32 now. Leighton Baines was Player of the Month, with Gareth Bale and Peter Crouch coming in second and third. Christian Eriksen won the Young Player of the Month for September, with Babacar in third and McCarthy in second. That's pretty good. Goal of the Month goes to Tim Cahill, who scored for Everton against Wolves. Almanda and Klasnic are in second and third. And I've once again won Manager of the Month for September, beating Leicester 3-2, beating Burnley 5-0. Beating Villa 1-0 and beating Newcastle 1-0. Alex Ferguson in second and Moyes in third. What's this? Young Player of the Month. What? There's a difference? Oh, Championship. Christ. Why the hell's the Championship? I was looking at what? I've got a hole there. That's why, because Gerard Brunner came in second. God, I was confused now. I was very confused. So yeah, that's our little monthly roundup. So I'm going to go ahead now and just show you that, and I'm going to fast forward to the Porto game. So I'll see you in a moment. And welcome back, guys. And this is now probably going to be one of the hardest tests of the season, excluding the Marseille game, which, as I say, was a bit of a null game, playing the kids there. But this is certainly going to be one of the hardest games of the season, certainly for the first half, before perhaps we get to the knockout rounds of the Champions League. Touch wood that we do indeed get there. But this is the team here. It's going to be a 4-4-2. We've gone back to the old 4-4-2 now, with Porto not liking the playing against the 4-4-2. So the team fairly unchanged, I guess. Again, similar players keep cropping up now. Anu has come back, replacing Johnson. Wilson staying in the middle. Gerrard and Hazard in the middle. Torres and Babacar, of course, up front. Jack Wilshere and Balotelli are on the bench. The Porto team here, they of course have got Falcao and Hulk. Very lethal pairing, them two. I also believe as Salcido. I'm not sure. Is that the one from PSV? Yes, Carlos Salcido, yeah. And Dos Santos is meant to be a decent player here, and so too James Rodriguez. He's meant to be a decent player as well. So yeah, and actually there's quite a few decent players there. Actually, I won't go through all of them, but yeah, Porto meant to have a pretty good team, or so I hear nowadays. Obviously, from what Villas-Boas did. I mean, I say that now, they're meant to have a good team, because obviously they had a good team, won the Europa League, but how many of that team is going to stay with Villas-Boas going to Chelsea? That's why I'm not saying they have a good team. You know what I mean? Trying to take me foot off the gas, if you know what I mean with that. But anyway, but this is still Villas-Boas' team. He is still in charge. There's Tamir Cohen, who Bolton fans may remember him. He played for Bolton, scored against Liverpool actually, and of course son of I forgot his name now, deceased Cohen, his father. Tell the place to win this game because he played for Liverpool as well. Was a decent player. Don't really remember him. I'm sure some older fans may remember. God, what was his name? Oh, that's going to annoy me now. I'll find out. It'll probably crop up into my head as the game goes on, hopefully. I think we'll move to control now, just because that's a good aggressive start we've made. Generally, if you have like a corner and you're away from home against a team like Porto, and you start off with like a corner or an attack, let's just move it up to control, see what happens. We're able to do that on standard. And there's an offside flag, but yeah, if you make a good start, then I'd keep pressing and going for it. See, there we go. We have another chance here, hopefully, especially when you've got players like Torres and Babacar. So I'd think it'd be worth a shot. And we have a goal straight away. And I told you, it's Salomon Kalou. I told you, might as well just keep pressing, see what happens. And the reward is right there. Salomon Kalou, good floated ball. who was there? I think it was from Babacar, and it's 1-0. So it's a good start. Now, I said originally this was going to be a hard group. Well, well, so far it's actually proven to be a bit of a cakewalk, but that is like with 12 minutes gone against Porto. I mean, I said this was going to be hard because this is probably going to be harder than playing against Juventus. Last season it was the other way around because we had to play Roma and Atletico. Now they were both. They could very well have been both second seeds there. I think Juventus nowadays are genuine third seeds. If you get me there, because obviously the loss in talent that they've succumbed to over the last couple of years. Like oh god, I haven't even seen Juventus. They've just fallen off the radar. I don't even know who plays for them anymore. I think Del Piero's still there. Of course he is. But Buffon's still there. Cannavaro's obviously gone away. Went to Real Madrid, didn't he? I can't even remember. Juventus have just fallen off the face of the earth, just over the recent years. And that was a chance there, Hulk. I think we should pull it back now. I think because Porto are coming onto us a bit more. Once this next highlight comes up, then I will pull it back to standard. But the game's going on at a bit of a pace. We have many corners, and Wilson, that's twice now. 4 minutes in there, he had a shot that went pretty much the same way. Someone suggested to me that I should play. That I should obviously mix around with defenders. Maybe put like Wheater. Oh, god, that was close. Like put Wheater at like I think it was like the back post, and he'll get so many goals. I was thinking of doing that, but the problem with Wheater is he's like a backup / rotation player. So I was keeping with Wilson, Skertelager, and they're the main three. And now we have Carragher and Wheater, and not necessarily in reserve. But I think Wheaton. I knew I wasn't going to play him all the time, and £3 million for a defender when you're the champions is not, unless he's like a genuine bargain, like a Vidic or something. Then that's when Man United signed him. Then it's you realise he's not going to play that many games, and I think he should know that as well. I think he was down as I put him under the contract as a rotation, so but I think I should play around the. Let's encourage the team. Should play around the defenders, who comes up the corners, who does this or that or the other. I think this is now fairly, honestly, looking at this team here, this is a pretty established team with very slight rotational values, like Skrtel for Wilson, Johnson for Anuaha, Wilshere for Hazard, kind of thing. Not necessarily for Hazard, but in the position that he's in now, just say that. And Gerrard, obviously, as well. Gerrard even could count for that. Pretty good team that we're not like moving players around. I thought Gerrard could be going off for a second. It usually goes to a highlight if someone's sending off anyway. But yeah, usually you can tell. Sorry, I'll start again. I'm getting confused now. I'm missing my own words. Torres. Oh my God! How many chances I've just skimmed the post as well. Sorry, I'll restart what I was saying. I've actually forgotten what I was saying now. Anyway, forget it. Let's see what we can. Let's get back to the game. I'm trying to do two things at once, and it's not working. It's quite difficult when doing a live commentary, and you're trying to sort of look at tactics all the time. Because I'm analysing the game as I go on, and I'm trying to talk about things. This is first. Oh, what a save! This is like my first commentary of the day as well. I did the cup draw last time, so like first commentary of the day. So if you get me, so. Might take me a few minutes to get my bearings again. But Porto coming on to us here. Reina's doing very well so far. I wouldn't be too disappointed with the draw. Obviously, from a winning position, we would have to lose from a winning position. But still, a draw in the Dragao Stadium isn't too bad at all. Porto under Villas-Boas for that matter. That's still a very good team. And Torres, don't know what on earth he was doing there. And usually they usually almost always lead to a goal, and they are the most unbelievable annoying goals. I mean, honestly, they are the most scintillating annoying goals. I just can't overestimate how annoying they are, because they always. I don't know how many times it's happened to me, but there's been a few times where a player will just mince about in midfield, and they will just give the ball away, and the opposition will almost always score. And Torres is injured, and bloody hell. Once again, Torres going down like a sack of shit because that's what he is. That's what he's played like in this game. Actually, to be honest, he's done very poorly. In fairness, though, his condition isn't too bad, but I don't know if that really means anything. But it's going to be a straight swap for Balotelli. Balotelli and Babacar actually looked okay when they last played. I mean, it wasn't absolutely amazing or anything, but I changed up actually. I changed it from no, so you're going to take off. Might take Hazard off for Wilshere as well. I'll say just these straight swaps. I'll leave that for now, but I think I might bring Joe Cole on soon. But yeah, I think I put Torres as, I think it was target man, and Babacar as a poacher. Now, if obviously, I know a lot of people have different opinions on obviously who you should wear and what role different strikers and players should play, so obviously it is pretty much a matter of opinion. But do you think I've done that right? Do you think I should mix that around a bit? Goodness me, Rain is saving so well. Saying very, very well. And Porto cannot break this door down. Watch them score now. Again, I think that may have been going wide. Absolute tons of pressure, but we still have that lead. Taiwo gets it away. It's just they cannot break the door. There you go. I told you. Fuck it, we're going to control again. Christ, there's just every instant. They want a penalty, they want an offside, everything. And now that is frustrating. To us though, they do deserve that. How on earth the offside? Reina probably should have come for that. Maybe should have been a bit quicker. But as I say, a draw at this point isn't too disappointing. Where the hell are my subs? Oh, there we go. Fuck it, we're taking off Dirk Kuyt. Just to see, Joe Cole might just give something, because he always has a... Nope, nothing. Well, that's bloody annoying, but a point still. So pleased. A point still at Dragao isn't that bad at all. Juve, you know... That doesn't make any sense. This match could have gone either way, but I had expected Liverpool to beat Porto. No, you either expect Liverpool to beat Porto or you expect the draw. You can't go down the middle in football journalism. That doesn't make any sense. That's like me saying, you know, I want to slice that cake, but I only like chocolate cake, and that's sponge cake, but I only like chocolate cake, but I'll have a slice anyway. You know, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, well, do you want it or not? You know. Anyway, Torres, 3 or 4 weeks. Porto result disappoints fans. I agree. They have a minimum aim of reaching the final. Goodness me, that's high expectations. Now I know obviously we got to the final last time, but dear God, that's a bit high, isn't it? Porto's disappointed. Referee. Whatever. Fucking penalties are stupid. I know has done very well again. Yes, actually, I thought it would be worse, to be honest, because you know what Torres is like. And obviously we're talking about how we'll miss Torres, but obviously thank God for Babacar, because if it were this time last year, well, it was similar to this time last year. About this time last year, we didn't have Torres for 2 months, and it was fairly obvious how we struggled without him. You know, it was but Carroll and Balotelli really just couldn't find the goals. You know, they weren't that good. But yeah, it's a annoying but respectable draw, I think, there against Porto. I'll take it. As I say, if someone said would have 1-1 before the game started, I probably would have took it. So let's just let's just be quicker. Let's have a look at the group then, a bit more detail. Same as Juventus then. Porto will have to play Hapoel though in the next batch of games. The 2 back-to-back games are going to be against Juve. We play them at Anfield soon, but for now the next game is going to be against Blackburn at Anfield, so hopefully we can get a few more wins and put the confidence back up before we play Juventus again. Once that, I mean, if we look just on the fixtures very quickly here, I mean, just looking there, that Juventus game, look at the games that follow. So after Blackburn and Wigan, we have Juventus at Anfield, big game. Arsenal, it won't let me, whatever. I'm trying to press the keys and it won't work. So we have Juventus, and then we have Arsenal at the Emirates. No happened last time we played them there. And we have Burnley in the League Cup. That's a big game. Make no mistake, Burnley are a good team on this now. Man United and Juventus. That's all away. Juventus at home, and then 4 horrible away games, and that's when you play Hapoel again. So, and then Porto in December. So so an interesting game today. Annoying injury though for Torres. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you'll join me for the Blackburn game, and until then, I will see you then. Goodbye.